Immerse yourself into the dazzling but undeniably cruel world of Oshi no Ko, a sensation hit series with immaculate detail into the struggles of success and stardom. Brimming with its ensemble of dynamic characters, it propels its narrative to unprecedented heights, crafting an intricate tale of revenge that pulls back the glittering curtain of the entertainment industry. In this comprehensive exploration, we dive headfirst into Japan's entertainment industry's often harsh, bare reality, contrasting it with its US counterpart. Simultaneously, we aim to unveil the intentions the developers had in mind behind the show's creation. But the showpiece of our journey will undoubtedly be an in-depth insight into Oshi no Ko's vivid character lineup, from the dynamic duo of Aqua and Ruby to the brilliantly crafted rivals in love, Akane and Kana. And how can we not forget about our dearly beloved, the irresistible Mem-CHO? Strap tight, because we're about to ride a roller coaster of emotions where the terrain shifts from dark realities to heartfelt moments in the blink of an eye. In our last video on Oshi no Ko, we introduced new viewers to the compelling story, acknowledging the diligent team that breathed life into this masterpiece. We paid special homage to the formidable Kappe, who single-handedly fine-tuned over 400 scenes in the stunning 90-minute prologue that sent shockwaves across the globe. We briefly stepped into the storyline during its premiere, getting acquainted with the cast then, and glimpsed over the facade of the idol world. But today, we're back with a more comprehensive analysis dedicated to how Oshi no Ko reflects the turbulent journey of its characters, alternating between grit and grace. To understand the intricacies of our characters' journey, we must first illuminate the passionate stage upon which their dreams are set, the unforgiving nature of the Japanese entertainment industry. This vast, often ruthless industry is starkly different from its American counterpart. Such variances include lacking adequate protection for talents and writers, casting choices often bypassing auditions, and opportunities being heavily swayed by the shifting power dynamics between colossal corporations. It's a ruthless arena with a deeply entrenched hierarchy that few dare to defy, but it's within this harsh reality that our beloved characters are destined to battle. Aka Akasaka, the mangaka co-genius behind Oshi no Ko, believed that a nuanced understanding of these grim realities would enrich viewers' appreciation of the journey towards success and deepen their empathy for the tribulations endured by each character. To his credit and to our delight, the anime successfully depicted these harsh industry details with astounding clarity. As a result, the series delivers a powerful message of struggle to both artists and fans alike, bridging the gap between reality and fiction through its vibrant, colorful cast. In the vibrant ensemble of Oshi no Ko, the first character that captures our attention is the cool, cunning protagonist fueled by a burning desire for revenge, Aquamarine Hoshino, better known as Aqua. His journey begins as Dr. Goro Amemiya, a man leading a tranquil life in rural Japan and finding solace in the radiant idol, Ai Hoshino. But destiny has a peculiar way of unraveling when his cherished idol appears before him, pregnant with twins. Rising to the occasion, Goro supports Ai through her journey, ensuring a safe birth, only to be greeted by his premature demise. But death doesn't mark the end of his journey. Instead, it births a new beginning as he reincarnates as Ai's son, Aquamarine Hoshino. Despite being driven by the unwavering goal of ensuring Ai's happiness and protecting her from scandals from a tender age, it couldn't prevent the most devastating moment in the series, when Ai tragically loses her life to the same menace that claimed Aqua's previous life. In hindsight, the nature behind both murders point towards his father, thus igniting Aqua's quest for vengeance. Now in his high school years, Aqua exhibits a cunning mind and a knack for strategy. Instead of embracing an acting career as his mother wished, Aqua learns about the ins of the industry under director Taishi Gotanda, fueled by a relentless pursuit for justice to find this enigma. But witnessing the harsh realities of the entertainment world has made him overprotective of his twin sister, Ruby. But her tenacious pursuit of becoming an idol trumps his objections easily. Aqua's calculated nature and the ultimate goal of finding his mother's true killer might hint at a lack of empathy, but many of his actions suggest otherwise. His involvement in salvaging the final episode of the poorly executed show, I'll Go With Sweet Today, is a testament to his willingness to lend a hand, even when his motives lie elsewhere. Then his participation in the reality show, Love Now, reveals a more nuanced side of him. He initially initially fakes his persona to appeal to the show's young audience while concealing his true intentions. However, his genuine concern for the cast members becomes apparent when he intervenes to save Akane after experiencing severe online criticism, and then goes as far as to compile an entire video to curate a positive online image for her. This act of genuine kindness transcends his overarching quest for revenge, suggesting a depth of character yet to be explored. But at the end of the reality dating show, he's back to his schematic ways. This time using Akane's deductive and acting skills to decipher more about the secret life of Ai that he may have missed. Despite Aqua's single-minded pursuit of retribution for Ai's death, he doesn't entirely close himself off to connections and empathetic actions. Whether it's his camaraderie with Kana, his kindness towards the Love Now cast, or his aid with a new B-Komachi idol group, it's evident that Aqua's character is more than just an avenger. As the story unfolds, it will be intriguing to see how far he'll morally cross for his revenge, while also dealing with complexities of his budding relationships and emotions. We'll likely see the peak of his character's struggle beyond Season 1, but the most intriguing question still lingers. Will he forfeit the gift of a second chance at life and his relationships for revenge? Following the trajectory of our character list is the bright and energetic Ruby Hoshino, filled with optimism and an unyielding desire to shine as an idol, just like her mother. Ruby's journey begins with her previous life as Sarina Tendoji, a young girl battling with a brain tumor under Goro's hospital care. Confined to her hospital bed, her only source of joy was watching Ai Hoshino's performances on a tiny television screen, nurturing a dream to dance just like her, yet a goal thwarted by her fragile health. But nevertheless, maintains a radiant positivity, confessing a love for Goro that's as deep as her admiration for Ai. Sarina's tale tragically ends as she succumbs to her illness, leaving us with questions surrounding her life given the conspicuous absence of her family or any known relatives. Reborn as Ruby, her youthful spirit starkly contrasts her mature, stern brother. With Ai's death, her world shatters, but unlike Aqua, Ruby channels her grief into pursuing her mother's dream of becoming an idol. Though her initial attempts are trashed by Aqua's concerns about the harsh realities of the idol industry, her intense resolve forces Aqua to concede, leading to her contract with Strawberry Productions. Soon afterwards, Ruby forms an idol group with Kana and Mem, whimsically naming it B-Komachi. This choice stirs curiosity about whether Sarina's feelings for Goro still linger and whether naming her group is a symbolic call to him. As a growing teenager, there's no doubt that Ruby inherits her mother's passion for being an idol, a trait accentuated by her striking resemblance to Ai, both in appearance and talent for dancing and acting. However, Ruby differs from Ai in one crucial aspect: her resolve to not shape her career based on lies. Her singing prowess may be up for scrutiny, but there's no denying the captivating dynamism she brings to her performances. As a narrative spotlight pivots towards Ruby, it will be intriguing to watch her navigate the choppy seas of the entertainment industry, hand in hand with Kana and Mem, striving to fulfill her idol dreams. Then turning over to our next character, we encounter Arimakana, the prodigious child actor known for licking baking soda. Known for her remarkable ability to tear up in 10 seconds flat. Kana tasted immense success as a child star, from her catchy bell pepper song to diverse acting roles. However, the shine of early stardom had its drawbacks, leading her to adopt a rather haughty demeanor that strained her relationships within the industry. However, even after her early fame dimmed, Kana remained committed to her craft, constantly honing her acting skills and proving her worth. Her persistence paid off a decade later, landing her a leading role in I'll Go With Sweet Today. But unfortunately, the show's primary focus was on good looks. Unable to perform at her best, she lowers herself to the other actor's skill set to avoid sticking out like a sore thumb. This led to the series teetering on poor viewership and much disappointment. But against these odds, Kana's commitment never wavered. On the flip side, there was a redeeming feature during the last episode where Aqua, whose timely intervention saves both the show and Kana's career. This twist of fate sows the seeds of gratitude and forms a bond between the two. As time continues to pass, Kana has polished her demeanor significantly, but while her sharp tongue remains a trademark, she has learned to treat her colleagues with respect and actively builds connections. Her feelings for Aqua, though a bit in denial, are apparent to any observant viewer, and Aqua, perceptive as ever, capitalizes on her emotions and persuades her to join B-Komachi, a decision seemingly detrimental to her career trajectory, but one she has no regrets of. From a fallen child star to a dedicated dedicated amateur idol and aspiring actress, Kana's transformation is a testament to her resilience. Faced with the harsh realities of a declining career, coupled with the burden of others' livelihoods depending on her performance, Kana could have understandably buckled under the pressure, yet she held her ground, persistently honing her skills, even when the spotlight no longer shone on her. Although she constantly puts herself down, quite possibly from the negativity she received online, her unwavering determination to meticulously meet high standards not only salvaged her career, but also earned her the respect and admiration of her idol peers. As we continue to watch her journey unfold, it will be fascinating to observe how she navigates the complex web of her relationships, especially with Aqua, and how she tackles the inevitable showbiz challenges that lie ahead. Next to step into the limelight, we meet the exceptional talent from the world of theater, Akane Kurokawa. As a cast member of the reality dating show Love Now, Akane had continuously struggled to stand out from her charismatic peers. Her diligent demeanor to keep her true nature and the pressure from her agency have escalated into a distressing incident where Akane inadvertently injures the face of Yuki, a fellow participant. Although the two resolved the issue immediately afterwards, the incident has been manipulated to villainize Akane, leading to a storm of online criticism, a lot of hate, and then harassment at school. Just look at some of these nasty comments and what people say about her behind her back. It's an unforgiving side of the industry that, as viewers, we are often unaware of. The backlash, amplified by Akane's earnest and genuine nature to apologize, drove her to end it all. But fate intervenes and she's saved from a leap of despair by Aqua, marking the life-changing point in Akane's story. Now strengthened by the newly realized support and understanding of her Love Now companions, Akane makes a tough decision to return to the show, this time, however, with a different approach, creating a persona inspired by Ai Hoshino to shield her true self. Armed with her impressive theatrical skills and unrivaled deductive abilities to fully understand the character, she embodies Ai so convincingly that she even manages to catch Aqua off guard. It got to the point that she accurately pinpointed many of Ai's hidden truths. Impressed by her adaptability and keen observational skills, Aqua recognizes Akane's potential and decides to use her in his mission for justice. As Season 1 draws to a close, the two form an unexpected relationship, hinting at the exciting dynamics that might unfold at Akane's agency, the La Lai Theatrical Company, where Aqua's investigation leads him to. Akane's mental toughness and determination shine through despite all her adversities. Even during her darkest moment, her story serves as a reminder of how easy it is for the internet to blow situations out of proportion. It also highlights the mental toll this can take on individuals, especially those in the public eye. However, it also underlines the power of resilience and the importance of seeking help and finding supportive networks in the face of adversity. Akane's story calls for empathy and understanding in an increasingly digital world, but rest assured for all her admirers, Akane Kurokawa's journey is far from over. Moving on, next up in the spotlight is Mem-CHO, the high-spirited YouTuber whose sheer determination, despite her circumstance, has been the secret catalyst to the rising popularity of her channel. Mem-CHO often remains an understated gem in the constellation of the Love Now series, but it isn't because Mem doesn't leave an impression. In fact, her cheerful demeanor, combined with a knack of mischief, creates a vibrant presence that often serves as comic relief. This works hand in hand as her primary goal is to attract more audiences to her YouTube channel. Notably, she's the first to spot Akane's absence during a typhoon, which instigated Aqua to investigate and ultimately save her life. Post the Love Now show, Mem reveals a dream she had kept close to her heart, her life goal to become an idol. And in a pleasant turn of events, Aqua invites Mem to join B. Komachi without any manipulation required, a refreshing deviation from his usual tactics. However, Mem harbors a secret beneath her cheerful exterior, her age. Now, just by looking at her, how old would you have guessed her age to be? 16? 18? How about 25? Revealing herself to be 7 years older than she had claimed, her age becomes a ticking clock against her idol dream. Wait, wasn't she just on a reality dating show for high schoolers? Now that's nerves of steel! But before we judge, the root of this deception is both heartrending and inspiring. To support her chronically ill mother and to ensure her brothers could afford college, Mem temporarily withdrew from school, putting her dreams on hold in the process. She toiled in various jobs to send her younger brothers to college, but by then, she was 23 and felt it was too late for her to pursue her idol dreams and did YouTube instead. However, upon learning of Mem's past, Ruby and Kana readily welcomed her into the group, nurturing their newfound bond. As the tale unravels, it's exciting to contemplate how Mem's seasoned experience in the YouTube space could prove advantageous for the new Komachi, but if her age should one day be revealed in the public eye, it could cause her biggest downfall and possibly those around her too. We know that Mem's future holds both intriguing and unsettling possibilities, but either way, we eagerly anticipate watching her sail the stormy seas of the idol industry, carving her distinct identity while navigating the dynamics with her group members. Keep your eyes peeled because Mem-CHO's story is only just beginning. In essence, it's unmistakably clear that the heartbeat of Oshi no Ko lies in its richly developed characters and their challenges. Without their distinct struggles and justifiable actions, the anime would ultimately fade into the vast sea of forgettable anime. Each character, starting from Aqua with his calculated maneuvers to exact revenge, then Ruby with her unwavering commitment to her idol dreams, to Kana, who's battled from a forgotten child star to a dedicated actress, and Mem, who's determined to fulfill her long-suppressed idol dreams despite her age, all of which contribute to the series' compelling narrative. The brilliance of Oshi no Ko lies in its ability to handle multiple story arcs concurrently, giving each character enough screen time to develop and endear themselves to the audience. We're highly anticipating what's to come in Season 2, for the saga of Oshi no Ko is far from over, and the twists and turns that lie ahead promise to be equally, if not more, engaging than what we've seen so far. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for our next installment, where we'll dive into more fascinating anime talk. As always, thanks for watching and remember to subscribe.